Have you ever wondered how pro traders always seem to know exactly where the market will react? The truth is, most traders lose money because they don't recognize these crucial levels where the market is likely to react. But once you understand how to spot key levels, you will gain a huge edge over the market. In this video, I'm going to break it down step by step so that you can never get off guard again and become a profitable trader. One important key level that I'm going to talk about in this video is support and resistance key level. If you can identify support and resistance key level early, you can become a very profitable trader. Now let me show you this. As you can see right on this page, when price hits this particular resistance, there will be massive sell off, as you can see, and when price hits this particular support, there will be massive buys. This means that if you could actually catch this early, if you can identify this particular support early, and you decide to enter this particular trade, you would have made massive profit of this particular market by just simply identifying this key level called support and resistance. And in this video, guys, I'm going to teach you guys how you can identify this particular key level. And before we get that in, please go to smash that like button. It's very important you smash the like button, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe and turn on the bell icon. Now the first step is to identify support and resistance. But before you know identify support and resistance, what are support and resistance? Support is like a floor. It's like a floor or a base that pushes price upward, while resistance is like a ceiling or a top that prevents price from going higher but pushes price downward. So to better understand this, you can use the bouncy ball scenario. If you are bouncing a ball between a floor and a ceiling, once the ball hits the ground or the floor, it bounces up. But once it goes to the ceiling prevents it from going higher, but it pushes it down. This is the idea of support and resistance. Support is like a floor that bounces price upward. As you can see, anytime price gets to this particular support, which is this green zone that I draw here, price bounces upward. And anytime market or price gets to this top, which is like a ceiling, which is called the resistance, price goes down, it rejects the ceiling, or the resistance always pushes price downward, while the support pushes price upward. You get. Now that you have understood what support and resistance is, the next step is for you to identify support and resistance. Now let me go back to this part of the trade, you get, and show you guys how you can draw your support and resistance. To draw your support and resistance, the first step is to use higher time frame. Higher time frame, like the 1 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame is what you should use, because market will respect higher time frame than lower time frame. And also because this is lower time frame, the market, you're not able to spot a good support and resistance. Now, for you to be able to spot support and resistance, you need to look for the lowest point that price went to. You get, as I can see that the lowest point that price went to was this particular, the recent one. You should make it of the most recent, the lowest point, that the lowest candle that market went to was this particular one right here. So make it of this particular horizontal bars and you do what? You draw it out. Get, you mark and you draw it out. So once you draw it out like this, so you draw it out, then on this place you extend it, extend it to the left. So firstly, this is our support. Let me change the color to green. Yeah, as you can see, this is our support. You can see anytime price gets to this support, what happens? Price bounces off. When price goes to this place, price bounces off. So guys, this is our support. When you draw a support, you look for the lowest point that price went to and draw horizontal bars. And so if you want to go into this particular market, you wait for price to get down to this particular place, and once price hits here, you do what? You buy. Then if you want to draw your resistance, you look for what? The highest point that market went to. You get the highest point, and from this, the highest point market went to is this particular right here, this particular place. This was the highest point that market went to. So this is our resistance. Because this is our resistance, because anytime price gets to this place, it gets rejected. You get, this is our resistance, that is our support. So guys, Now you understand how to do support and resistance. You can go to any part of this chart. This is a BTC chart. You can go to any part of this chart and you can try it out. You can see the lowest point that price went to is always our support, but the highest point that price went to is all our resistance. So now guys, the next thing I'm going to teach you guys how you can spot a good support and resistance. The first thing that a good support and resistance should be tested multiple times. You get, so as you can see that on this particular resistance right here, you can see that this particular resistance can be tested multiple times. You can see when price gets to this place, do what it rejected. When price gets to this particular place, it get rejected. When price gets to this particular place, it get rejected. And when price gets to this particular place, it get rejected. A good resistance or support should be tested multiple times. And you can see that when price gets to this particular support, price bounces off. When price gets to this particular support, price bounces off. So for you to know, you should look for a support resistance that has been tested multiple times. Also, you should make use of what the most recent support or the most recent resistance. If you check right on this particular, if you check on this particular place right, this is also a resistance. This particular one right here is a resistance, you get. But the idea is to look for the most recent one, you get, because if all price will get to this particular place, like you just look for the most recent resistance, and the most recent resistance in this particular market is what this particular one right here. And also a good support or resistance should change levels. So you can see that you will agree with that this is a support, because anytime price goes to this place, it get rejected. Anytime price goes to this place, it get rejected. And this place has multiple supports you get. So it's actually a very good support. And you can see on this particular place, right, this particular support has also act as a resistance. You get, when price goes to the price did what? Break this particular resistance. It broke this particular support right there, and when it broke it, it went down to this particular support and it came back to test this particular resistance. This support again does not turn resistance. You test it before price goes down. Okay, so this particular support is actually a very good support, because it was once a support and now it's not a resistance. Again, so a good support or resistance zone should act as both a support line and as a resistance line. And guys, the last rule is that for a good support or resistance, anytime a price hits a good support, the price should move away from it drastically. As you can see right on this particular resistance, this will apply to both resistance or support. You can see when price hits this particular resistance, price moves away from it drastically. This shows that this is actually a very good resistance. And as you can see right on this particular support, when price hits it, price moves away from it drastically. And this, you can see that price moves away from it drastically. This shows that this is a good support and resistance. Now, on to recap. For you to spot a good support or resistance, you should look for what the lowest point that the price has gone before, or the highest point. Then on those points, you draw your support and resistance. After that, then the next thing is to check if the support or resistance has been tested before. If it has been tested more than once, it shows that it is a good support. And also, if your support or resistance has acted, if your zone you draw out has both support and resistance, it shows that it's actually a very good zone for you to take your trade. Now, even to take this particular trade, right, you just have to wait for price to come down to your support, and once price hits your support, you take a buy trade. And for this, you have to wait for price to come down to your resistance. If price hits your resistance, you take a sell trade. So guys, this is a simple strategy on how to identify key support and resistance level ready to make you a profitable trader. If you have any question, don't just leave in the comment section. I'm going to respond to your question. You have to smash that like button, and if you are new, subscribe and turn on the bell icon. See my next video. Peace out.